In my last video, I demonstrated the difference between classical and pop singing in male voices, and today I want to talk about the difference in female voices. Hi and welcome to today's video. In case you don't know me yet, my name is Freya. I'm a professional singer and vocal coach from Germany. I've sung in opera, musical theater, pop, rock, jazz, all these different genres professionally all over the world for many, many years. And here's the biggest difference in female voices when it comes to classical or pop singing, even when it comes to a lot of musical theater singing. So anything that's not classical would sound really different. The biggest difference is in classical music. It doesn't matter what voice type you are, you sing a lot in head voice. Now, if you're a soprano, a high soprano, you would sing almost 100% of the time in head voice. Only very rarely would you need your chest voice on the bottom when it gets really, really low. But those pitches are far and few between. Even if you're a mezzo, you will hang out in your head voice almost all of the time, and only for those really heavier, darker, lower parts, you will just use your chest voice, but mix it in a way and have a lot of heady resonance in there. You want it to connect. Sounds really different. And I have a video about the difference between head voice, whether you're singing classically or non-classically, there is a difference. And also there is a difference between singing your chest voice classically or singing chest voice in pop music when you go lower. It's all about resonance and how you make your timbre sound. I will demonstrate here in just a minute. I picked a song, Memory by Andrew Lloyd Webber from Cats, that I'm gonna use to demonstrate. I'm gonna use that very last bit where it says, touch me, it's so easy to leave me. It starts with a D flat in the original score. And the first thing I'm gonna demonstrate is how you would sing it if it were to be sung classically, which is not, by the way, the style that it is sung originally in the musical theater show. It is not a classical theater piece, right? Your enunciation will also be very, very pronounced, very clear, working really hard. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. So I had just a little bit of chest voice on the bottom because it got quite low for my head voice. But sun instead of sun, which I'll demonstrate in just a minute here when I don't sing classically. Also, vibrato is turned on almost all of the time when I'm singing classically. Here's the thing, I've heard this piece sung by many singers who were only trained classically, and it just doesn't sound right if you're singing it that way. Now let me demonstrate to you how it sounds when you're singing more of a popular music, musical theater style. The top will be in belted, mostly chest voice. So I'm trying to use chest voice as much as possible. Also, my vibrato may not be there all the time, 100% of the time. It may be a little bit less pronounced. Also, my diction, well, now, of course, in musical theater, your diction will have to be very clear because it's a story, people want to hear every single word and understand everything, which doesn't mean that in pop that would not be the case, but in pop it's usually more like close mic and like, let me demonstrate musical theater style. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. Now, of course, depending on what style you would sing in pop music, you can either belt it out like I just did, or you can even use falsetto. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me touch me, you'll understand what happiness is, and so on. So you have a lot more options when it comes to voice color. Make it your own. But those are the main differences. Can you hear how the resonance is so different between touch me and touch me? Whether you're singing in fully laryngeal tilt head voice or full blown out belting, mostly chest voice, it sounds extremely different. It feels different. It has a whole different vibe. So keep that in mind, and it is very relevant how you sing a song. I remember a lot of times when people hired me to sing for their weddings, they wanted a pop ballad like One Moment in Time by Whitney Houston or something like that, or even You Raise Me Up or something like that. And they asked me, because they knew I was also classically trained, but please don't make it sound like opera. Because you don't want to go, give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. This is just not exactly a pop ballad. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. It just sounds different when it is sung in chest voice. So keep this in mind. If you want to dive deeper, you can find a lot of free resources on my website, masteryourvoice.tv. I also have a free Facebook group that's named Master Your Voice with Freya, and you can chat with other singers from all over the world and share every Thursday your own recordings and show us what you're up to. And if you really want to understand your voice better and make sure you're checking all those boxes of how you can achieve better technique, check out my signature course, Back to the Basics. It's also available on my website. Thank you for watching today. Have a great day. Until next time, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Makes me feel sad for the